Marvel is doing something we've never seen or heard from the company before. And no, I'm not talking about Wakandan chants. I'm talking about Wolverine, The Long Night, Marvel's first ever scripted podcast. Richard Armitage plays our main character, Logan, but in this 10-episode crime thriller, we hear a lot from this guy, Ato Essandoh, a true comics fan.
Can you hold on one second?
Yeah, for sure.
Hold on, I want to show you something.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is all the comics that I saved from when I was probably 13.
You might recognize Essandoh from roles in Django Unchained, the TV series Vinyl, this film,
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne,
and Netflix's Altered Carbon, which confused everyone.
I would just say that Altered Carbon, yeah, how would I describe it?
In the Wolverine podcast, Essandoh plays Agent Tad Marshall, a man dispatched to the fictional Burns, Alaska, to investigate a serial killer case.
I will say that Agent Marshall is a patriot, and Agent Marshall wants to get to the truth.
Wolverine has been around for a while, at least since the 70s, so exploring his story isn't anything new. But part of what makes this podcast so unique is how sound is used to put listeners in the middle of the action.
How I prepared for it is I had no idea how to prepare for it. Like really. And so until when I got on to, I'll call it the set, but when we went to the sound studio or sometimes we were shooting outside, that's how I learned what was expected of me. And the thing that was fascinating to me was that the microphone, this particular Sennheiser microphone that they're using, is the camera. And this mic picks up everything. It picks up how far you are from someplace and how in the juxtaposition between the two people. So then it became an exercise about how I use my voice as an actor.
Oh, we don't see too many suits and burns is all. Looks like the two of you just fell right out of a catalog.
Right, well, I'm Special Agent Tad Marshall. This is Special Agent Sally Pierce.
Yeah, you already told me your names. But what's your purpose?
Well, you know, somebody dies on the water, it's a federal matter.
So, you're saying this isn't connected to the other deaths?
I'm sorry, what?
What other deaths?
We recorded all the scenes together in the room. And then they added whatever sounds and all that stuff that they wanted. It's, you know, they did amazing work, sound design, but a lot of that was also we were actually outside, or there was one studio that they had actually Foley equipment.
That equipment helps create sounds for movies.
So that was cool too, because I was like, oh man, we get to do our own Foleys. Oh, that's so cool. You know what I mean? So.
Lifeboat was still there, so what, he either had another vessel or he swam, which would seem impossible given the distance and conditions.
Except for who we might be dealing with.
Yeah, except for that. Yeah. Here's the thing I'm having trouble with.
Agent Marshall, the fidget spinner, please.
Sorry.
It adds another effect, another feeling to the soundscape. And that's the same thing with this fidget spinner. It's like this little thing where you go, oh, Agent Marshall is thinking. You might not notice. It's just like a little bit of a touch, a little bit of a color. I'm amazed at how immersed in the world you become because you feel like a fly on the wall. It's fantastic.
Wolverine The Long Night is currently available only on Stitcher, a Newsy sister company under the EW Scripts umbrella. The podcast will be available on other platforms this fall.